Hello, this is Ian Agelian, and this is the second tutorial on PHP. Now, this tutorial is going to be on variables and inputs. So, do the basics. Doesn't take long. Wait, /HTML. I had already done this tutorial, but unfortunately I broke it. So, right. Variables, quite easy and simple to do. Variables don't have a declaration type, so they can be of any type at the same point in time. Right, so we can say that variable is equal to 1, or variable is equal to a string. This is a variable print statement, blah. Right, there you go. That's the basics of variables, not particularly hard. The only thing is, what might confuse most of you is how to input the values of a variable. Now, there's two methods of doing it. One is a $_get, and then we change this to get hyphen something. And the other one, I actually made that variable 1. The other one is a $_post. Now, if you give me a few minutes, I'll explain the difference between the two. In most places, namely something like Google, you'll notice that you have your search requirement actually in the URL. This is using $get. This is somewhat unsecure, unless you know how to do the building of your site properly. If you do something like include one page into another, $get is not particularly a smart way of doing it, because you'll have something like http://.site.com/index.php get hyphen something equals page2.php. Now, if you have that as the URL, someone can be smart enough to go along and say change that to hidden page 5, which they're not naturally meant to have access to. So doing web pages via this is not a very smart idea. So yeah, biggest piece of advice, don't do it. With $post, that's all you'll get. You don't actually have the attachment on the at the end, because it's of a form input from HTML code. Oh crap, I've just realized this isn't actually going to work. In the first tutorial, I was actually meant to show you people how to actually introduce PHP, and I've just realized I haven't actually done that. My deepest apologies. I hope some of you have actually realized to go on to the second tutorial before anything. So yes, you need to actually put those tags in, otherwise it's not going to run the HTML. My deepest apologies. Anyway, so there you go. That's them. Now, if you create another page, notepad, let's scale this down. Another page, just about fits, doesn't matter. Right, throw in the tags to actually make it. This is just a HTML page, so there's no worry about HTML body. Oopsie, wrong way around. / body. Right. With this one, you just have to create the form type. Form action equals index.php $get hyphen something equals page2.php. Actually, make this page 1. Page 1. So close that off. Method. Right. if I do it via post, you'll be able to see the difference. All you have to do is change this post to a get, and you'll be able to see the difference. Though, what I'm about to show you with the post is if you do this, input type and hidden value equals. Now, if you do something as tricky as this, you can say $variable 3. Right. Name. Now note the name. Post something. Actually, I just realised I've done that horribly wrong. Let's just do. Right. Okay. So there's that. Now you'll notice that here you have post something, which corresponds to post something, which is here. Right. That means when this page is forwarded on to the other page, this is the name that variable 2 will be looking for, and then variable 2 will be equal to this. Right, good, I'm glad you actually understand that. This is slight playing around. Imagine that I have actually declared this with PHP variable 3 equals 1. Say I've done that. Right, okay. All HTML commands, by the way, need to be put into a print statement stating that it's a string. I mean, that includes echo, or outside of the PHP code. So that's what I've done here. Right, so you have this. You can also put in input type text value. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Name equals post text. And the idea is that you would actually have like a post text sort of thing. Then you do that. And then the last thing you require before closing off the form is input and type equals submit. Now, submit types can be have different names. I'll go over that later. So you can have different buttons do different things on the same page. But as it stands, all the buttons will do the same thing. Name equals submit. Granted, there's only one button on this page anyway, so that's besides the point. /form. Right. This should work now. I do apologize about the other tutorial. Right. So basically, what this will now do is it'll actually go off and get this. I'll do this for you. $variable 3 equals $_post post hyphen text. To be honest, I should really look this up before I actually do any of this, but so yes, another good thing to do while I've still got time is $variable 1 equals 0. So if it doesn't get one value, it'll make that equal to the other value. Right, that's the end of this tutorial. Next tutorial, loops and if statements.